I've gotten comments from people asking me how I eat so many carbs yet stay so skinny. I've also received comments from people telling me that I'm eating too many carbs and that I should really slow down. I'm getting tired of people demonizing carbs. So today we're going to talk about carbs. This is the truth. I love carbs and I 100% support a high carb diet. A lot of people think that avoiding carbs is the way to lose weight and stay lean and healthy. This is simply not true. Carbs are not bad. Carbs are one of the body's primary sources of energy. Instead of trying to avoid carbs, instead of demonizing carbs, it is critical to make sure that you are eating enough of the right kinds of carbs. And the beauty in this is that the more healthy carbs you eat, the less you want to eat the unhealthy ones. It's incredible. So I'm gonna go over the basics of carbs because everyone needs to know this information. All right, let's do it. So there are two types of carbs: complex carbs and simple carbs. Simple carbs include things like sugars, milk products, processed foods, and refined grains such as white rice, white bread, and white pasta. Simple carbs, like refined grains, have been totally modified from their natural state. White rice is originally brown rice, but it goes through a milling process where it's removed of its husks, bran, and germ, basically just stripping it of all of its fiber and nutrition. Same thing goes for the other refined grains. So these simple carbs, having been stripped of their fiber and nutrients, become calorie dense but nutrient and fiber poor. This is a problem because when we eat a lot of simple carbs, we end up feeling not satisfied and we just want to eat more and more and more. You see, the body very quickly breaks down simple carbs and turns them into glucose. This gives us energy fast. The problem is this gives us a spike in blood sugar, and just as quickly as it rises, it falls. And when it falls, we feel a crash. We feel tired and we feel very hungry again. Okay, now let's talk about the other type of carb, complex carbs. Complex carbs include things like brown rice, wild rice, whole grain bread, whole grain pasta, quinoa, oats, vegetables, etc., etc. Complex carbs are not often refined or highly processed. They're usually still in their natural state. So these carbs, on the other hand, have a very high fiber content. They also still have their vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. Unlike simple carbs, it takes our body a lot longer to absorb and digest complex carbs. This is because of its high fiber and resistant starches. So with this slower digestion comes a slower energy release. So that we don't spike and crash, we get to have a more sustainable energy release. So when we eat complex carbs as opposed to simple carbs, they fill us up and make us feel satisfied much quicker. And they also leave us feeling full and not hungry for much longer. So moral of the story is carbs are very healthy and important to eat. Being one of the three macronutrients, protein, fat, carbs, which are turned into glucose, is actually our body's preferred source of energy. So no, carbs are not bad. Our body loves carbs, but your body loves complex carbs, not simple carbs. You can eat simple carbs if you want. That's totally fine. Just make sure you are eating enough complex carbs too.